What's going up, YouTubers? This is Hidden Angel Lionheart coming to you live from like 1:30 in the morning USA Eastern Time, and the slap of the COVID-19 going on strong. Okay, I had to throw some humor in there. Haha. Anywho, I know. Why is it every time I do a video, roses are always on my screen? I'll never figure that one out. But anyway, this is going to be my update video for this weekend. Well, yeah, ending weekend. But knowing me, as y'all know, I've been absent for the last almost 3 months due to the fact, one, I was stressed out. I needed to de-stress, and this game was doing nothing but ticking me off. There was just some other stuff that was going on too. I just needed to focus on. And as we all know, and my main catchphrase is, "Rip my wallet," which it literally has done to the point. I have just been busy in real life doing, well, work mostly. Well, y'all know I talk about my real life. Anywho, my life has been very, climatic, or, I don't know, very unexpected. There's been a lot of things going on lately that's just, will this end? Will things ever get better? And to a point, well, things have been actually getting better. I just got a new promotion at work to where I'm not PT anymore. I am now FT, which means I'm not part-time, I'm full-time now. I get my solid 40 hours a week, so I'm working like 80 hours every 2 weeks, closely 70, 80 hours. So anywho, and plus I got a nice little pay raise, of course, I will admit. I won't say how much, but it's enough. I think I'll be somewhat financially stable, and we're still working on in the process of trying to get moved and settled from one state to another. But until this whole coronavirus deal, and seriously, anybody out there who's watching this and you're going through that, I do feel for you. And so, of course, if I crack any jokes, don't take it to heart. You already know this is my way to cope with things, is humor and so forth. So if any of you take it the wrong way, I strongly apologize, and I do apologize if I offend anybody in the making of this video, but I'm just making it very blunt and clear to you. Not mean to be a jerk, just trying to, calm down the situation, I guess that's what you'd want to call it, considering how bad things have been getting. And it's even got to the point where people from where I'm at are not allowed to leave their homes at all unless it's to go to a main essential job and work, or whatever work is still open, considering they've shut down most of the restaurants, all the bars, and, bars I don't really attend to. The restaurants and whatever, all those have been shut down here in the US, and it's just gotten very, very chaotic lately. And of course, where I work, my store, oh wait, I can't say my store. Well, the store I work at, because if I was a manager, I would say my store, but anywho, employee-wise, the store I'm at is a main essential, emergency based, so they will not shut it down in case, I work for Lowe's, so of course, it needs to stay open in case someone's pipe break. They need to come in and get pipes out of plumbing. If someone's toilet is at a commission, of all things, God forbid, they have to invest in the outhouses. But anywho, if someone's toilet messes up, they come in and get that. If you're in need of toilet paper, oh, good God. Rip my anus. Rip my anus. Due to the fact that you can't hardly find toilet paper anymore, to the point where I was at work last week, and because of how everywhere, like Kroger's and Respects, like the grocery stores and places like that sells that product and so forth, we also sell that there, and I just heard from a manager there that we finally got in, and the main thing that came to mind was, plus I was still waking up. It was early in the morning. I'm like 8 in the morning till like 5 in the afternoon, 3 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday, 5 days a week, and then I have the weekends off. But anywho, manager said, I know which manager it was, but I'm not saying names. They said that we finally got toilet paper. I'm like, oh, we serve that now? I just got the weirdest look, like, Yeah, and I wouldn't say sir, but yeah, that's what my brain came to the first conclusion to say because, well, you know, when I first wake up, I can't think for garbage. I can't think to save my own life when I'm that dead, tired, and awake. But anywho, enough about my life, enough of the coronavirus, because, again, hopefully this whole issue spews over quickly within the next couple months because of course when the warmer weather comes in it supposedly will kill off the daggone virus. And luckily, thank God, me and my mom have not caught it, or anyone that I know personally has not gotten it. And as I said, God for frickin' bed anybody around here gets it. But anywho, I'm gonna shut up about that now, and I'm gonna get to the tune and so forth. Oh, since people are talking in world chat now. Wow. Cheeto's a cool dude. When he wants to be. Okay, but anywho, since this weekend considered the St. Patrick's event, this is everything they've been selling. Of course, they've been hardcoring the fabulous clothing, Venus wings, because they did a recharge for the Venus set as a retro. It was like a $50 recharge up to get the weapon, armor, and hairpiece. And of course, you get the wings for free. You get the Jester wings for free. They did not do the Jester attire, to my knowledge. And of course, they got the glittering stuff, and I'm sure they had the glitter wings for this event, but I joined in like a few days late, so of course, I wasn't able to get them. And secondly, due to the fact it's a $200 recharge, I was financially not able to afford them at that current time. So of course, yeah, my broke cheap butt was not getting them. But I did happen to get the glittering armor from this event because, as you guys can see, Gaia's smoking that good crap, and they want you to get 550 masks and 450 tengus. Now, lastly, I checked, they want you to get 450 pieces of 100 balance piece item, and then 35 balance piece of the 550 piece item. Now, let's do the math here, people. This is another stupid $300-400 recharge. Not freaking worth it. And also another fact I will point out, not only does it give you 200 to every stats, plus limit plus 40, stable strength plus 500, which most mounts do, this thing is... there was somebody I saw in the Battleground, if you guys saw my BG video, which I'm sure most of you did, because there was like 100 people that saw it within the day that it was uploaded, some dude from server 110 had this mount, and I just... Dude, you're a noob? Which, of course, okay, I can't say that. Okay, newcomer who is spending his life away getting mounts. Then again, I really have no room to talk. But anywho, you rush to level 70 and you're getting mounts. You have a weak sylph that's purple, terrible gear, terrible stats, and you're spending your entire life savings on a frickin' mount. Buddy, you're from a brand new server, you do not rush level, you do not, well, then again, most people that want to become the best do spend the amount of money. And of course, this is me putting my foot in my own mouth right now, because you guys already know how hardcore and determined I am to surpass a lot of people on the battleground. Now, moving on. Since I just became a devil's advocate for just opening my mouth on that topic. Now, there's pretty much still including the same thing, and I managed to get, of course, 150 of the Tengu masks, and of course I had some balance left on Seth, so I gifted, of course, Puri. I gifted about 103 Tengu masks to Puri, so I was able to get the Son of Spring weapon, and I was able to get the glittering armor. Now, I'm trying to save up a little more, and I'm going to try and get more of the glittering pieces. Hopefully get the glittering hat, because the hat is honestly pretty cool looking, I think. Even though everybody has downgraded that clothing to say it's garbage and so forth. But I gotta admit, the Fashion of Spring attire, I always liked it on my knight, but I never got it for marriage, but I thought it was pretty cool. considering the staff is like a cross, like, you shall not pass! Even though Gandalf was not a frickin' Catholic. And when you look at the staff pretty clearly, you will see that the tip of the arc of that frickin' weapon piece looks like the frickin' Catholic cross. I kid you not. But of course, everybody who knows of the Son of Spring look, you're probably going to agree, let alone disagree. And yes, I just threw religion into this conversation. You have full rights to fire shots at me now. Come at me, brother. I cannot give one crap. Literally, 0 craps given. Now, moving on. Those were the 3 things I managed to get, plus the glittering armor, because, again, the armor was cool. They threw in the evil... Anyway, not the evil, but the Mech Rhino card mount. They're still doing the Lightning Eagles and Poison Dragon, because they are... What the... They're not saying... Whoa. Okay, I think Gaia's off their meds again, because... or they got the coronavirus up their anus. Well, then again, that's where it originated. Anywho, we're going to leave that out of topic. But Poison Dragon is no longer, a name from the looks of it. Now, let me see. Now, Lightning Eagle Shard, that makes sense. Poison Dragon... Oh, wait a minute. I just thought about it. Maybe they took out the Poison Dragon Shard name because they got corona'd. Ha! Okay. Plot twist. Poison Dragon caused corona. Well, that's going to be the joke for a while now. So anywho, there hasn't really been much of a change in this. From the looks of things, they're still trying to get you to cash hard for the newer attires. And I just saw the new Magic Ball set and the Tomb Raider. The Magic Ball looks really cool. And if they do happen to drop it again, I might go for the robe if the mount is stupid expensive again. So, yeah, I'm going to skip out on that. And as you guys can see, when you last saw Puri, he had like 914,000 BR. I was able to raise it by 4K this weekend. And he's got 2K till 920, and I'm still 82,000 away from goal for 1 million BR for level 70. And there's actually a fella on here that I was talking to through the Facebook Wartune group, and wow, I got crap talk because I made a joke about server 112. And again, shout out to server 112. You guys are doing, well, rough. You guys are doing rough. But anywho, I see high expectations from, even though it's a new server. Anywho, there was somebody on here who's from my guild. Well, not my guild, but you know what I mean. What the crap? I did not... Okay, there we go. I have no idea what they just said, considering I don't speak frickin' Spanish. Oh, okay, someone's saying hi. Okay. 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 Okay, so, moving on. There is a fella by the name of... well, pretty much, he named himself Demon. It's in a weird language setting, so I don't know if I can actually figure it out on here, but if he's on again and I'm making a video, I'll make sure to shout him out and show him in the video. But shout out to you, Demon. I'll be probably well, I'm still using that actual phrase. But anywho, when he's on here, I'll shout him out in the Facebook group. When I do share this video, I will have him duly noted and mentioned, of course. So, anywho. And moving on further, there's not really a whole bunch more I'm going to say. So I was really wanting to make this quick as possible, considering it's like, well, almost 2 in the morning. I have to be up in like about 4 or 5 hours, because I have to be up by 7 to be at work at 8 and out of the door by like 7:45. 7:30. Oh wait, no. 7:15. I'm sorry, I got that confused. Okay, yeah, I'm tired. But anywho, last thing I actually wanted to mention was Loki here got his first, or actually not, well, not just that, but I was able to raise his God Core blessing to 9. So he is in need of just 9 more, and he will be maxed out in that. I was actually able to raise up Buzz intact, so that got leveled up again. Blessing got leveled up again, Verguso. I'm really not looking forward to maxing that out much further. I'm honestly trying to build up Sunders to where I can actually max out his physical attack stats, and I can gain some more BR boost, and he can get some more vicious of an onslaught, if you guys get my drift. And so he can't hardly be touched. And of course, as you guys saw in those videos, Loki cannot hardly die. Well, of course, until you've reached my status, or if you just have a really decked out Zeus. Of course, Zeus is the only thing that can really hurt Loki, and Odin, etc., etc. But anywho, he has been the ideal perfection build and so forth. Loki's been doing good, even though when I came back from being absent, I was able to get a few of the cores I needed, which of course was Dauntless and Blessing. No, wait, not Dauntless, but Intact and Blessing. So he's almost maxed out in Blessing. He's nearly maxed out in Intact and Dauntless. So his physical defense and magic defense stats are just about to be maxed out soon. The health stat is going to be maxed out quite soon. Now, Eternal Notion, oof, that's going to be a doozy. I need 3 more of the notions until it can become 7, and then his BR will rise up a little bit more. His stats will be up a little bit more. I am hardcore going for cores right now, and to the point where I'm really not concerning myself with the spend event or Lucky Wheel, because, again, Lucky Wheel was a joke. And as you guys remember, yeah, my nose keeps running. But anywho, as I was saying, Lucky Wheel, as you guys remember me saying, the Sea Beast mount was teasing me to the point I never frickin' got it, even though I spent like 30,000 frickin' balance for the stupid thing more than once. So, 1, I never got the frickin' mount. 2, the game was being picky. 3, Gaia was screwing us all over, because only like 2 or 3 people I know of at that time was able to get the mount throughout all the frickin' servers, and even the hardest cashers did not get the frickin' mount to my knowledge. But anywho, yeah, that's my rant on that topic. But anywho, here's the other thing I was wanting to say. Loki. Okay, we really need to hurry up and finish this. Loki was able to get his first level 9 Divinity Soul, as you guys can see, because the other one gives like 5,880 health. The level 9 gives me 6,480 health. So this is the stepping stone of him gaining further stats in that area of power. Because the higher the Divinity Soul, I just come to realize level 9 boosts BR by 1,000. So there's 4, 8, 12. There's like 24 Divinity Souls, and that means one of the 24 is already in, so that's 1,000. So 24,000, correcting myself, 23,000 more BR I can get from this, although it's going to take me months. I repeat, months. Not days, not weeks, months, till I can actually accomplish making a few more level 9s, because so forth, you never want to do your Divinity Souls until it's like Divinity event, and so forth, because if you do 2 of a certain amount, you can actually get a free level, like 5, 6, 7 physical Divinity Souls. So of course you always want to stock up on those and keep up on getting Divinity Souls from Providence, and of course recharge if you can. Like I said, if you can, and get the Divinity Souls, that's like up to level 7, level 8, that's like $100, $200 recharge for 2 separate days. I mean, it's worth it, but it's also not worth it at the same time. If you're trying to be smart about it, and you're, again, a non-casher player, and I strongly advise you just keep to the Providence wheel and keep lucking out on getting Divinity level 4s, because I assure you getting them through the wheel is more beneficial than cashing for them hardcore. Because again, cashing, if you're not financially able, or you cannot at all do it, and you're like, minor and you just don't have money and you can't afford for crap, which I completely understand. Or you're old school and you just rather play to the point where you don't have to be a pay-to-win player. And again, which I respect that, because of course you guys have heard me talk about, I used to be a non-casher player, and I was very good at it to the point where I could not hardly be hurt in BG either as my mage when I was on server 19 many moons ago, which was like nearly a decade ago, because I started playing the PC version after the, let me think. The beta got finished, because I think at the time there's like 30 or 40 some servers, and I started out on like 33, I think, because my buddy Marcus at the time had got me hooked onto it, and you guys have heard me talk about this. This is a long time ago it's even ever mentioned that. So from the PC, I went on to the mobile, and when it was on mobile, I was like 13, close to being 14 at the time, and that's when I continued playing the mobile version. Of course, it kept crashing, kept updating to the point where I couldn't keep it on a regular phone until 91 dropped, and I got my frickin' Samsung Galaxy J7, and I was able to maintain the storage and whatnot. I was able to keep up with the game since 91. So since 91 dropped, I've been steadily with this game, as you guys can see. And once I started getting better with the game and remembering all my tricks and tactics and learning more new tricks and tactics, well, as you guys can see from the beginning video of when Purifier ever made it, my beloved Puri, ever made it to the first ever setting to where nobody could touch him, he's just been a rising star since the early 50s Battleground. If you guys remember watching and seeing the old video where it was really bad laggy, like 3-4 years ago, or I think it might have been longer, but anywho. Yep, I'm proud of my achievements, I'm proud of my accomplishments, and I cannot say anything bad other than for the fact guy needs to get off their lazy arses and just start updating the game again to where we can finally get Frigga and Freya and Tyr and Thor, because we really need those sylphs, and we also need the sylph invocation gear, which would be quite beneficial. And of course we can already forget you demons. That will never ever happen to this game, because too much of a file, too much lag, and it nearly destroyed the PC version. They had to constantly work on that game to the point where youths were doing nothing but lagging, crashing, all the above, just terrible. And of course, and I just got this comment earlier from one of the earlier videos, and I think it's from Sasuke25, of all the names. Good fella, he's been part of my channel for a while from what I've noticed. He made a comment, I should try making other videos for other games, because this game's pretty much dead. I agree and disagree at the same point. I agree to the point where the game is kind of dying out, to where a lot of the old people are leaving, and of course, me being a veteran player, I can vouch for this. Some are leaving, and still some are staying. And the positive note, I did make it to a point, and I did comment back to it. If you guys don't believe me, you can go back to one of the videos that he commented on. It was one of the recent ones this weekend. I made the point, I'm still holding on to where I think, and I do believe, there will be a time, Guy or whoever, will start to update this game again, and they will keep up with the game more, and they will actually fix it and put into here what is actually needed. So